Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Counting on fans sad Jessa Duggar showing skin for money. Counting on fans feel a bit sad about Jessa Duggar showing some skin. However, they praise Jill Duggar and her sister, Jinger, for ditching the modesty dress codes that Michelle and Jim Bob Duggar insisted on. Read on to find out why the attitude of TLC fans changed. Jessa Duggar fans think she wants to be Michelle. Many fans thought that Jessa might want to pop out more than 10 children. Well, Anna Duggar gave her some competition on that. Recently, she has been posting a lot on social media, and it seems that she's not likely to be exactly like her mom, Michelle Duggar, even if she does have many more kids. That's because she's showing more skin these days as she does fitness promos. Jinger Duggar started wearing shorter dresses and even short pants before Jill Duggar Dillard. Wearing even long pants was a big no-no in Jim Bob's book. But sometimes even Jana Duggar wears them. Most TLC fans cheer them on. But not everyone cheered for Jessa Duggar this week. Read on to find out why. Counting on fans question Jessa's dress code. A Counting On viewer took to Reddit to question what is going on with Jessa. Notably, some other fans wondered why the post seemed to diss her for doing what some of her sisters do. In the caption, the OP wrote, "In defense of Jessa Duggar, one person in the discussion said, 'The phrasing of this post is very odd. It makes it seem like it's a bad thing that they're now dressing normally. I thought that was what we wanted them to do.' However, the argument centered around the fact that sometimes a cult can change dress codes to make it seem more appealing. In the comments, other TLC fans posted some observations. I actually think they dress more like cult members now than before. Cults prey on people by being appealing to them. The Duggars' previous look was not appealing. Religious cult-like groups are far more likely to gain new members when their members are conventionally attractive and live a desirable life. I'm calling them out for no longer living by the harsh standards and judgments they placed on others. They'd always acted superior than the rest of society, and now they're slowly becoming more mainstream. A lot of their beliefs were just a skittick for ratings, which I'm sure gullible people fell for and forced upon their own families. Jessa Duggar, once known for her modest, conservative lifestyle on Counting On, has recently made waves for a decision that has left many fans saddened and conflicted. She is now publicly showing more skin, all in the pursuit of financial gain. This shift in her public persona has caused a stir, especially among those who have followed her journey from the early days of her large religious family. For years, Jessa's family was a fixture on reality television, and she herself gained fame as one of the eldest daughters of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, famous for their devout Christian faith and strict adherence to modesty. Jessa, like her sisters, was raised under a set of rules that emphasized a reserved lifestyle, which included long skirts, no makeup or minimal, and a firm commitment to saving physical intimacy for marriage. Her life was shaped by the same principles that the Duggar family espoused on television, where a wholesome, family-oriented message took center stage. However, as the years have passed, Jessa's life has drastically changed. After marrying Ben Seawald in 2014, the couple quickly became parents, raising children in a home that reflected the values of Jessa's upbringing. Yet, despite her focus on motherhood and the occasional social media post celebrating her family, Jessa has recently made a decision that has left some fans questioning her integrity and commitment to the values that were once central to her identity. In an unexpected move, Jessa has begun to share more revealing content on her social media platforms. For many, it's been a slow but steady progression. Initially, Jessa's Instagram featured standard momfluencer content, photos of her kids, family moments, and sponsored posts promoting everything from cleaning products to fashion. But recently, there have been more eye-catching posts, pictures where she's wearing outfits that, by Duggar family standards, would once have been deemed too revealing. There are pictures of her in tight-fitting clothes, swimsuits, and even a more sultry, styled photoshoot that seems to contradict everything fans had come to expect from the Duggar clan. She's also appeared in various advertisements for fitness brands and beauty companies, a far cry from the more modest endorsements she used to promote. The once traditional Duggar daughter is now carving out a space for herself as a businesswoman, leveraging her platform for paid sponsorships that sometimes blur the lines of what was once considered appropriate for someone with her background. For longtime fans of Counting On, this shift is jarring. Many followers were initially drawn to Jessa because of the authenticity she appeared to embody, someone who was grounded in faith and family. To see her change so dramatically has led to a mixture of confusion, disappointment, and even anger from those who feel as though she's betraying the very values she once so passionately embraced. Jessa's decision to embrace a more glamorous, mainstream version of herself isn't just about changing her wardrobe. It also marks a departure from the Duggar family's brand, which emphasized traditional roles for women, where modesty, submission, and being a stay-at-home mother were seen as the ultimate goals for a Christian woman. The fans who have followed Jessa since her days on 19 Kids and Counting were part of a community that saw the Duggars as a symbol of an alternative way of living, one that prized family, faith, and simplicity over materialism or vanity. For some, the sudden shift is seen as a betrayal of that ideal. They view Jessa's new approach as a reflection of the same pressures that led to the downfall of other reality stars who sought fame and fortune at any cost. They see it as an attempt to cash in on her family's fame without any regard for the values she once promoted. There's also the concern that Jessa may be falling into the trap of relying too heavily on her appearance to sell products and make money. Fans have been quick to point out that her new Instagram photos often feature heavily edited images, showing a version of Jessa that seems almost unrecognizable from the girl they once knew. The polished and posed photos have raised questions about authenticity, whether Jessa is still the down-to-earth, real woman they once admired, or whether she's become just another influencer trying to keep up with an increasingly superficial and commercialized social media culture. However, some fans argue that Jessa's shift in priorities is merely a sign of her growing independence and evolution as a woman. They point out that she is now a mother of 4 and likely has more financial responsibilities than she did when she first appeared on television. The demands of parenting, building a business, and maintaining her image may be driving her to explore new ways to make a living, something many fans can understand and even respect. In today's influencer-driven world, it's no surprise that many former reality stars are looking to monetize their online presence. Jessa may simply be following the path of many others who are trying to create a future for themselves outside of the confines of their family's television legacy. The rise of platforms like Instagram and YouTube has made it easier than ever for individuals to curate their image, share their lives, and profit from their fame. But the tension remains for those fans who can't reconcile Jessa's new direction with the modesty principles she once stood by. For them, it feels as though the woman they once admired has become someone they can no longer recognize. The idea that she's willing to show more skin for money feels like a betrayal of the modest, reserved values that once made the Duggar family stand out in the world of reality TV. Whether Jessa Duggar Seawald's new approach will continue to alienate her fans or ultimately lead to greater success remains to be seen. What is clear, however, is that her decision to embrace a more glamorous and revealing public image is emblematic of the ways in which reality television, family legacies, and social media intersect in today's celebrity-driven world. As fans watch, some will cheer her on as she creates a new independent identity for herself. Others, however, will mourn the loss of the Jessa Duggar they once knew, wondering whether her pursuit of fame and fortune has come at the cost of her authenticity. Ultimately, Jessa's journey reflects the struggles many people face as they navigate changing ideals, public expectations, and the pressures of growing up in the spotlight. Whether fans support her new path or not, it's clear that Jessa Duggar Seawald is not the same person she once was, and neither is the world she inhabits.